This is what we've been waiting for. Finally, we're back with Madden 26 JPDL simulation football, starting with the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions, who newly acquired a quarterback that used to be a part of the JPDL in Splash Baby Lay. Listen, this is going to be crazy. Jared Goff got hurt. Josh is now officially the quarterback for a great Detroit Lions team who was 15-2 last year, and a Packers team who, although it was 11-6, new team, new offense, new head coach, Coach G. He's all about the chemistry. Coach God is always about the chemistry, all right? And what do they do to start the game off? Detroit gets the ball first, puts up 3. We see it's 2nd and 9 right now after a 1-yard run from Ethan Bigby and Daigle looking for something, and he's going to... Oh, man. I mean, look, you can really see that Daigle and Coach God are just trying to get on the same page in terms of the offense, but quick 3 and out there after a good catch from Pat Tyler. And look, we're still in the ball game. It's 3-0 halfway through the first quarter, and Daigle on the run. He's going to take it and run with it. We didn't see much of him. You know, we said he could run, but we did not know he would run. 1 rush for 20 yards. Number 22, a.k.a. they call him Mr. McBuckets 22 for a reason. That's what he do. And this game's going to be something crazy. This game, I feel like, is going to be a dot. It's caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. I forgot I put him on here. Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster is on this team. The other team, the Bears, they have Michael Thomas, by the way, just to let you all know. And Ethan, the number 1 pick. Haven't said his name much. Hasn't done anything this game. 3rd and 12. We need to see something here. Okay, good work, Pat. Pat trying to get it. Nope. Let's take our 3, kids. What? Oh, my. Brandon McManus. For how old are you? 50? And then Jahmyr Gibbs with a 71-yard touchdown run makes it a 10-0 ball game in the first quarter. Quick throw. Gets it. Is Nick Mills, number 19, hometown kid. The hometown hero is what they call him down here. And honestly, with this motion play, we're going to see him get the ball again. Right here, good catch. Can he hit the first? Nope. Instead, he's going to get absolutely rocked. 2nd and 1, and we run 5 wide instead of giving it to Ethan. Doesn't matter because it looks like our number 1 running back is Mr. McBuckets. This is what he does. 22. And I love his leadership. You know, I do love his leadership. We saw it in Toronto Mystics. We saw he had leadership, had brought his team to a title. It's a good thing to see in the JPDL. And to have it translate to the NFL is really crucial, as we saw Ethan Bigby do nothing for 2%. Oh! No, that's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald and Mitchell could not get on the same wavelength. I mean, that's just a straight drop. Fitzgerald, we cannot have those. You are the 3rd pick for the Packers. He needs to be something good. We can't have players who are 5th and 6th like Mills be able to make that catch and you not be able to. That's just a fact. McBuckets giving it to Ethan and nothing. I gotta start calling him McBuckets, bro. It gets addicting after a while. You know, that was his nickname back in the day. 22 gets sacked though, making it 4th and 21, and the Detroit Lions only put up 3. Splash Baby Lay is not doing what we thought he would be able to do. Here goes Fitzgerald in a quick throw for 3 yards. I mean, that's his first catch of the game. And then drop back, Daigle looking, he's going to run with the football. He's going to pick up the first and slide. 3 rushes, 49 yards. He's going crazy right now. Looking at Daigle throwing a quick pass, and it is caught by, I think that was Juju. I think so. 2nd and 3. Again, running. I don't know what's going on here. He has a green light. I don't know if he's not going through his progressions. There's nothing open, but Daigle is running with the fumble. No, right before halftime. 1 minute and 24 seconds left, and the Lions force a fumble, but it doesn't resort to anything. I guess the time must have ran out in the first half, so now it's the second half. Still 13-0, and it's back to the same old thing. This O-line, it's not O-lining the way we want it to. Good throw. Oh, no, never mind. Just got pelted was Patrick Tyler on that. And on 3rd and 16, I'm not expecting much here. It's a screen play to Mills. Mills will run with the football, and he's going to get nothing. And then huge. When the offense isn't working, the defense needs to work. And that's exactly what they did, picking up their first interception. Ethan finally sees some space. This is the first time we're talking about him getting more than 2 yards on a play. And then here we go again. Play action pass. Daigle throwing something deep. Mark Luther with his first catch of the NFL career. This is what I'm talking about, wearing his, you know, I've always talked about him in protection. He loves to wear that helmet. That's new technology. CTE is a real thing. Just ask Tua. Anyway, Fitzgerald gets a ball on a slant route, and that goes for at least 15 yards, making it now 1st and 10 at the 22. And Ethan Bigby, oh my God, Ethan, you're the number 1 pick in the draft. Ethan, come on, let's do something. Oh my, Ethan, you're the number 1 pick in the JPDL draft. You can't be this bad. And that's so, oh my God, Ethan. Oh, and at some point, why are we throwing a favor out to Ethan, by the way? And at some point, oh, look at him, they're talking to him. This is exactly what I'm about to say. I feel like they're targeting Ethan. I feel like Ethan is a target for all the people who doubted the JPDL even becoming a part of the NFL. So they want to make a message by, hitting him where it hurts, which is Ethan Bigby himself. So I can see why, he is the main guy on this team that's being targeted by the defense in Detroit. Anyway, Daigle running, throwing the football. He's going to get it. Fitzgerald picks up the first. That's a great, chain awareness right there, getting the first down. And Daigle, we still haven't seen many things from literally in terms of like the hero ball, the deep ball standpoint. Instead, we're getting sack after sack. That's now the 4th sack of the game. Daigle throwing, and it's going to get hit by the line of scrimmage by a defensive lineman. And on 3rd and 17, at this point, you got to think we're just going to take 3. Here we go. Fitzgerald gets the ball, and he's going to get hit. And this is going to be a 3-point opportunity. Let's just get 3 and play some D. Oh, God, Jahmyr Gibbs, bro. Jahmyr Gibbs. 20-6. 14-point game. Ethan Bigby finally gets a little bit of space and goes for 10 yards. That's what I want to see consistently from EB3. 1st and 10. Daigle looking. He changed something up. Oh, God, there's too much pressure. Can you move to the left? Nope. Instead, he's going to get sacked. That's one of the softest sacks I've ever seen. And then here, we got to see we're throwing deep. No, we're not. We're throwing it to, who is that? That's EB3 again, Ethan Bigby. So he's getting some catches, not much yards, but he is. And then Daigle throwing it outside. No! Pig! And it might be a pick. 6! Terrion Arnold. Don't throw the flat routes, Daigle. They're easy pickings. Oh, no. And that was to me, too. So now I'm not getting the ball again. I know how Mitchell operates. I mean, look. So, not I, but Fitzgerald's not getting the ball again. And then, Bigby's not doing nothing. And at 27-6 with 6 minutes left, it kind of looks like we just quit. We take a bunch of run plays, take a bunch of screens. And, you just got to think, just get to the drawing board next week, practice. We'll make perfect, hopefully. We're going up against a team that, like I said, is probably the favorite to come out of the NFC. And so really at this point, it's a rival. But with all the new pieces that the Packers have right now, it's probably for the best that, we just get out of this with something to learn. Mark Luther, touchdown! Unless there's chance. Is there hope? Is there hope? 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. Is there hope? I don't know why this might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Why are we celebrating when we were down 27-6 with 3 minutes left in the game? Why are we doing this entire celebration? No, I'm cutting it. And with that, Jahmyr Gibbs basically runs the clock out. 27-13 is your final score at Lambeau Field. And, God, I can't be happy. Coach can't be happy. The chemistry that we thought he was brewing up, it wasn't brewing. Splash Baby gets the first win. We didn't see Splash Baby in any action. There didn't really need to be any action considering how far the score was. But Splash didn't have that good of a performance. Splash Baby Lay didn't. But Daigle, 19 for 25, 179, 1 touchdown. He did have 2 turnovers. So that definitely played a part in it, including a pick 6. And then if we look at the running game, Ethan Bigby was awful. 14 for 17 from our starting running back. We had 5 for 75 from Mitchell. And that's our number 1 pick. Ethan, come on. We could have took Gill at running back, and he would have given me that. And then at receiving, no one surpasses 50 yards. We got Mark with 2 for 47 and a touchdown. Came late. 4 for 41 from Fitzgerald. No deep ball was thrown this entire game. I didn't see one heave. Not one. And then Ethan Bigby, Pat, 3 for 15. Nick Mills as the gadget guy, 3 for 24. It's just not what we wanted to see. And then what are the chances, man? Chicago Bears get the Monday Night Football game, prime time against the Minnesota Vikings. The crowd is going crazy. Look, Chicago's different from Green Bay. Green Bay had an 11-something record. They were feeling good. It's a lot more concerning. But when you have the Bears, who didn't do that good last year and are now starting a completely different reboot, you have to think that there is a little bit of promise. Like I said, 5-12 last year, now having Coach Healy in the historical guy that he is. to have somebody, to have James McCaskey, James Ball, Chris Diaz, oh my God, 7 already. Never mind, Bears fans. My bad. 7-0 to start the game off. Minnesota, J.J. McCarthy must have got it done somehow. In motion play, we have Gilchrist. He has the ball. Quick play action. Gives it to James Ball, who will run with it. And he's going to... I thought he was going to break it. James Ball was my number 1 wide receiver. He was my number 1 guy. I thought that he was going to be the greatest wide receiver in the JPDL class. As he gets another catch, that's what I want to see. Look, is Fitzgerald my favorite player? Yes, and he is on the backers. But I still want to see all these guys succeed to a certain level. Gilchrist throwing the ball. It is caught by Mikkel for 12 yards. And Mikkel, this is something I want to see. The gadget guy. How will the gadget guy be used under Healy's scheme? Gilchrist throwing a ball to the outside. It is Mike Thomas with the catch. And Gil is coming out guns a-blazing. Thought we were going to see a lot of the run game. Instead, we're seeing passing game. Ahmad Montague getting 8 yards on that play. And then Gilchrist running a quarterback blast. Oh, no, you can't do that. This ain't Dallas Lats, bros. You're going to get your shoulder torn off like Anthony Richardson. And on 3rd and 3, dot! Chris Diaz with his first touchdown in the first drive of the season. This is what I like. Wearing that, protective hat. It makes sense for Chris. But, man, that's a dot. Oh, wow. 35, what were you doing? Gilchrist is throwing dots. When a lot of people said he wasn't going to be a quarterback who can throw the football consistently, that was a pretty good throw for someone who can't throw. 10-7 as they get a field goal kick, and it's just going to hit the D-line. I mean, come on. We have to have better reads than that. Gilchrist looking, throwing it. It is caught by James McCaskey, but it won't go to the first down, and they're going to punt the football off to the Vikings, who punt it right back after a 3 and out. So, second quarter, Ahmad Montague running. He's going to try to juke. Why are you trying to juke? Just go to the outside. Ahmad, come on, let me see some better vision. Oh, my God, never mind. Okay, Ahmad, let's get cooking in the running game. And then Gilchrist wants to follow it up, and oh, my God, that shoulder is going to be cooked. Chicago feels like the more exciting team, but oh my God. Chris Diaz with a crazy burst of speed right there. And Gil already at the 100-yard mark. I think Mitchell was at 150 for the game. So, to see Gilchrist do that in basically a quarter and a half is crazy. James McCaskey gets a flat route catch for 5 yards. And you got to think this is how the offense is supposed to run. Ahmad Montague, he's going crazy. You got to think this is how the offense is supposed to run. This is how the offense is supposed to run. Healy is doing great work at, really scheming something up. And it's, Mike Thomas almost got that. We're actually glad because we don't want to see Mike Thomas touchdowns. We want to see JPDL touchdowns. And then on 1st and goal, you already know who it is. Ahmad is going to take it in for a score. It was either him or Gil. And remember, this is the guy that I said, look out for him for most rushing touchdowns in the JPDL class. He was the 10th pick, but I think he's better than the 10th pick. I think he could have gone 4 or 5, had some picks been changed or turned out differently. But Gilchrist getting sacked right there. They have the lead, 2 minutes, almost a 2-minute warning. He throws a deep pass. He is trying to kill James Ball. He is trying to murder James Ball. Pump fake. Gilchrist throwing it deep. It's James Ball in a small corner. Oh, no. That's what I want to see, James. And then right there, they get their 3 points, I think, if I'm counting correctly, making it 14-13. And now it's the start of the second half. Ahmad Montague getting the ball on a catch. Gilchrist, 3rd and 3. Let's see what he can do here. He throws it and it is caught. Colston Loveland. He is buried deep on the bench. I'm trying to trade him as we speak. And Ahmad Montague finding a path. Oh, my Lord. That is the slowest juke move, and yet it works like butter. What are we doing here? And then looking through his reads, he finally finds one. It is James Ball. 3rd and 5. I think we should get this. We need this a little bit. Let's see. Gilchrist throwing it. It's caught by, who is that? That just took a beating. I think that's James McCaskey. It is James McCaskey taking a beating, but getting the catch. 1st and 10. Giving it to Ahmad Montague. He will run and pick up nothing. 2 yards. I mean, it's something, I guess. And then Gilchrist on the run. He's going to get the first. Can he get some more? He's going to slide. Ew. And then, listen, we had some recording issues here. So we got 3 points on that drive. And now we get 3 points on another drive here. So it was kind of a little bit of we missed 2 field goals. It's not that serious. We missed seeing 2 field goals. And then right there, you can see Minnesota missed their extra point, making it 20-19 in the fourth quarter as it almost, just started. 3 catches for 55 is Mikel on the game. Second in inches. You got to think Gilchrist might run with the football. Nope, he throws it to Ahmad. Ahmad will get a catch and pick up around 10 yards there. That's what we like to see. And fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 33 seconds left. He's going to go to the... we saw that last game with Mitchell Daigle, and that was a pick 6. So to see Mikel hold on to that football, you got to love it. And then right here, play action pass. You see James Ball. He's cutting up the middle. He's going to get there. I just love what I'm seeing from Ball, man. Like I said, Boston was like, that's what we need. We need players from Boston, man. They're just highly disciplined, can do what they need to do. Gilchrist, Dallas Lax Bros. This team, physically speaking, is just a dominant football team if you really look at it. Gilchrist has all day throwing. James Ball! Right when I'm talking about it. Boston Baller brand. That's what we need. Number 87 saluting as they do in Boston. Oh my God, Gilchrist, to have all day to throw like that and to really just stay calm in the pocket. That's what we like to see. And now it's 27-19 and the Vikings punted with 3 minutes and 33 seconds. They just want to play defense. Ahmad getting some yards. I think we just run the clock out, get a couple of first downs. There's no reason that we don't get a couple of these first downs here. 2nd and 7, Gilchrist. I actually don't even like that we're throwing it, and he gets sacked. Oh my God, 3rd and 12. And then look at this. Look at this, a motion play. Nope, flag. They didn't call the play in time. Delay of game on 3rd and 12 with the game on the line. That can't happen, Gilchrist. Gilchrist, that can't happen, and I'm pretty sure Healy was talking to you in your mic, in your headset, saying, yo, that cannot happen. 3rd and 17, you got to think if they throw it, it better be something important. And nope, they're going to get sacked again. 4th and 23. And J.J. McCarthy is going to have a chance with 1 minute and 39 seconds to take this Monday Night Football game to overtime. And what looks to be is actually his NFL debut, now that I think about it. And here we go, J.J., he's going to timeout number 1. I don't like that by Kevin O'Connell. Don't like that at all. Throwing to TJ. TJ, honestly, I wouldn't have caught that if I were you. 1 minute, 23 seconds left. JJ, he's going to run. He's going to pick up the first, and he's going to slide again, and they call a second timeout. All right, Vikings. The AI is back at it again. Madden 26, but it's still the same AI. JJ gets hit. Still the same AI. Still the same trash AI that doesn't know how to handle clock management towards the end of the game. JJ McCarthy finds Jordan Addison. That's a terrible catch, but we're going to have to hurry up. They do hurry up on that because if you use that final timeout, you are done for JJ. What do you got? What do you got in your NFL debut, your NFL regular season debut? He's going to run with the football. He's going to get to the 50, to the 47-yard line. 46 seconds. The clock is still moving. They still have a timeout, and they call a snap, or whatever it's called. And then T.J. Hawkinson again. He's timeout right now. Oh, no, this game's over. Well, congratulations to the Chicago Bears. Hawkinson, he's going to catch the football and get to the 26. I do like what Madden 26 did right now, where it's no longer that quick 18 seconds goes by. They actually can see them moving. I like that a lot better. 27 seconds left, and he spikes the football. And JJ, what do we got? JJ, what do we got? We got a screenplay to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is going to go inside. Not exactly what we like. 3rd and 3. 19 seconds left on the clock. What play do we call? No way. There's no way. We're about to spike. He's about to spike the football. He's about to spike the football. I guess I don't hate this play call. He spikes the football. 10 seconds left on the clock. 4th and 3. This is by far the biggest play of the game right here. 4th and 3. Monday Night Football. J.J. McCarthy down 8 points with 19 yards to go and no timeouts. What do we throw? Justin Jefferson, you got to be somewhere. Jordan Addison, you got to be somewhere. Hawkinson, you got to be somewhere. 4th and 3. J.J. McCarthy, he snaps the ball. He's going to run with the football. Oh, my God, there's open space. J.J., fumble. Justin Jefferson, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, J.J. J.J., you were a yard away. And Jefferson, if you had just grabbed that football, oh my goodness, JJ, I give you credit, man. I give you big time credit for doing what you just did right there. He tried. He tried to run 20 yards to the end zone with no timeouts. Just straight. Oh my God, I gotta see that again. Ahmad had a good game. Gilchrist had a good game. Chris, but let me see this. JJ. Okay, there's actually space. There's actually a lot of space there. I can see why JJ did it, but that is a risky play right there. And he just was literally centimeters, inches away from at least getting 6 points and potentially tying on a 2-point conversion. And Justin Jefferson, what were you doing? If Jefferson had just grabbed that, it's a fumble. It's live. You can grab that fumble, you're gone. Gilchrist, great game. I'm not going to lie, great game. 22-29, 75% completion percentage, 250 and 2 tutties with no turnovers. Ahmad, 15 for 61. We could have used a little bit more running game, but 15 for 61 and a touchdown, we'll take that. And a 20-yard run at one point. And then James Ball, like I said, he was my guy coming out of JPDL. 6 for 70. We got Mikel, 4 for 62. Chris, 2 for 29. So, James McCaskey, 3 for 25. And then Ahmad caught some balls for some yards. And Chris Diaz was kind of a no-show for being their number 1 wide receiver, but I guess it is what it is. The Packers will be playing the Commanders in Week 2 on Thursday night prime time game, and that's going to be, a big win for them if they can get that. And then the Lions will be playing the Bears. The Bears will be going to Detroit in what looks to be a scary matchup. Looking at these quarterbacks, you got to say, Gilchrist, he's leading. He's leading the race right now in terms of as the quarterback play, because that 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, you got to love it. Ahmad, I'm not even going to, we don't even have to compare. Ethan, we need a better game. I don't know if it was because of Detroit or not, but Ahmad, you showed exactly what you needed to show. Good work from you. Chris and Fitzgerald, it was a bad game from everybody on the Packers organization. Chris, he just kind of went quiet, and that's what I did predict in my draft video. James Ball, again, 70 receiving yards, 6 catches, 1 touchdown. He is my wide receiver 1 right now as it stands in the JPDL class. But Mark had a pretty decent game. It was a garbage time touchdown, but still. And then tight ends not getting involved at all. 3 catches from each, but combined for 40 yards. Not a good enough thing. Not a good enough stat sheet. And then Mikel actually showing his worth, his value on the Bears organization. Nick Mills not doing as much, but we'll see.